Hello, and welcome to Accreditalk, where I give you a bite-sized nugget about an accreditation standard that just might apply to your organization. My name is Tom Goddard. I'm the founder and chief executive officer of Integral Healthcare Solutions, an accreditation consulting firm that for 2 decades has worked with healthcare organizations to get accredited and stay accredited. The standard I'll be covering in this short video is from URAC's 2021 version of the PBM standards 3.0. And the standard I'll be covering is RM 3-1 about information systems management. This is a deceptively short standard that contains a lot on 3 entirely different topics. The first one is data integrity. URAC defines data integrity perhaps differently than you do, so pay attention to URAC's definition as you attempt to comply with this standard about data integrity. URAC means accountability and accuracy. What systems do you have in place to make sure that the data in your systems is accurate? These could be manual systems or electronic systems. How do you ensure the traceability of those data? In other words, if somebody goes into a data field and touches it somehow, do you know who did that? So these are, as I said, electronic or human-based systems. You could have systems where you have data input staff monitored by supervisors and have their accuracy assessed on a periodic basis. You could have systems built into your information systems that prevent duplicate entries, and so on. The world is vast around data integrity. Just make sure that when you answer URAC's question, how do you do this, that you're doing it with an eye toward URAC's particular definition of data integrity. Now, the second major function that URAC cites in this standard has to do with storage, maintenance, destruction of data. Now, make sure that you look at all 3 of those elements across both paper and electronic data. So in essence, you have 6 different kinds of answers to give to URAC when URAC asks, how do you do this? By 6, I mean you've got to have information about how do you store your data, electronic and paper. How do you maintain your data, electronic and paper. And how do you destroy your data, electronic and paper. That's 6 different systems. Now they may overlap, but make sure you answer all of those questions for URAC. What does maintenance mean? Well, maintenance means how do you keep them up to date, who approves them, who reviews them, how often. Some of that's dealt with in other standards, but in this one you have to gather up all of your data maintenance issues across all 6 of these domains and explain them very clearly in your policies and procedures. And then finally, you need to protect data privacy. Again, some of these answers are going to be found in your answers to other standards in URAC's program. But this, the emphasis on this is that you protect the privacy of your data, whether it's in transit or at rest. So make sure that you submit policies and procedures that describe in some detail your privacy protection for your data. Now, there's a whole lot more information to this rather complicated policy, and you'll get some of that by reviewing the program guide carefully. Or if you're a client of ours, you can read our tips and tricks, which we provide our clients. That concludes this episode of Accreditalk dealing with information systems management. If you'd like to talk to me personally about this standard or any of the other standards that we are working with, which is all of the URAC standards and a lot of standards with other organizations, in the YouTube comment box below this video, you'll see a link where you can schedule an appointment with me and we can talk directly about your question. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.